we move on to the next debate now. Good afternoon, friends. I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. Again? Okay. So my topic for the day is BRVO 612 or better vision, whether to inject, laser or do anything else. I'm supposed to say do nothing. So why make a hardcore retinal surgeon like me talk about doing medical treatment, read as doing nothing in BRVO? Why I don't like doing nothing? I didn't take up ophthalmology to do general medicine in it. Imagine having to write Nepafenec drops 2 times daily, which is nothing kind of retina specialist refreshed ears. So hallmark of a true surgeon, I would have probably even advised a vitrectomy surgery for BRVO, because for me the indication of doing vitrectomy in any patient is the presence of the vitreous, and I would have successfully argued even for doing a vitrectomy in BRVO in any retina debate. But it's circumstances at times that you got to embrace, despite what you may think of each other. There is already an unspoken conclusion drawn when it comes to giving anti-VEGFs that we know of in today's era. If one has doubt, you give anti-VEGFs. If one has no doubt at all, you give anti-VEGFs. If one is a cataract surgeon treating BRVO, definitely give anti-VEGFs. If one is a retina specialist treating BRVO, he will say cataract surgeons just know how to give anti-VEGFs. I will not do that. He will carefully do an FFA OCT, 3D OCT, OCT angio, ultra wide field, ultra high resolution OCD, and then give anti-VEGFs. So just imagine, despite all this, if I am advocating medical treatment, read again as do nothing in BRVO, how really averse I must be to doing it. Because I believe sometimes doing nothing is the best thing to do. How long are we going to keep bombarding patients with injections? There was this review, very famous review article in the British Journal, which showed that macula is wet over here, it has dried up, and still you are keeping on injecting according to the Anchor Marina monthly protocol, and all you have done is worsen geographic atrophy. This is still a recurrent disease. What we are talking about is a one-time disease. You see this clearly here in AMD. It is gradually increasing geographic atrophy when you kept on injecting. Now we started concluding that a little bit of fluid under the retina is good, because when you have a small new vessel, it is actually nourishing the retina. So the same thing probably would apply to BRVO. VEGF is needed in wet AMD for choroidal new vessels to nourish the RPE, in BRVO for collateral new vessels to nourish the retina. Please do not destroy the collaterals by aggressively giving anti-VEGFs. It is common sense. And if you don't have common sense, which a lot of us don't, what we rely on is statistics. We use a lot of studies, we use a lot of literature, and we finally decide what to do by natural history. So again, I think Dr. Dinesh Talwar has highlighted this guy more often than not, and is the authority when it comes to vascular diseases. So his work itself says that if you have a macular BRVO with 20/60 vision or better, 86% resolve means out of 10 patients, you probably need to inject just in one patient, and all the 9 are just redundant. 75% of major BRVO with 20/60 or better resolve. When I say 20/60, 20/60 is 618. We are talking about a 612 BRVO. In the subgroup analysis, the natural history was better than 85%. And 60 to 70% of major BRVO with 20/70 or worse also resolve. The real reason why we want to inject or do something, or why we worry so much about this, is probably some other ophthal will give anti-VEGFs, or the patient feels we haven't done much to ask for money from them because we've said do nothing. We fear that the BRVOs will actually resolve before we make money out of them, just like how we fear vitreous hemorrhage will resolve if we don't vitrectomize the patient. So patience is lost to millennials like me. Good things take time. What we will definitely get after 3 months of waiting, we somehow want tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, sorry, we want it today, now. All in the name of quality of vision, which a lot of people will now argue, because money does not matter. End-offs that you get with the injections don't matter, or any other side effects. The number of the pricks that you get, the inconvenience that the patient suffers don't matter. I never said don't inject at all. Wait for the right time. Till then, watch carefully, very carefully. So keep calm. Patience is a virtue. The last slide, the quintessential Mahaben question. Do unto others what you would do to you or your loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you, Somil. Most wonderful presentation. Our next speaker
You don't
is
have matter, you have to resort to.